think the thing that emotionally most touched me, there were several things. Celebrating communion at the border wall. The Mexican side of the border wall is colorful and communal and full of families, and the U.S. side of the wall is gray and it's cold and it's controlled and it's sterile. And to celebrate communion across that wall felt like a powerful act of resistance. So that was meaningful to me. I think the thing that emotionally touched me the most was when we went to Juventud 2000, a shelter that doesn't have enough financial resources in any way, shape, or form, and yet the conviction and the call of the people who work in it outweighs any no's that they have received. And I think there, personally, the power of a woman who at first was afraid, but very quickly opened to share her story of seeking asylum, and the chain of violence that brought her to that place. Violence in her hometown, the violence of Tijuana, the violence of the border process. She said, I never understood, even with a legal paper that documented that she had reason for asylum, I never understood that I would be in a shelter for 4 weeks with my children. Having the opportunity to pray with her felt like a real privilege. I could feel her in my arms as she prayed, both find a small piece of rest and a deeper sense of resilience. And I believe that's the gospel, that we have the peace of Christ. At the same time, we have the power of the Holy Spirit to stand in the face of that which is evil. I think there is no way to put into words the cocktail of feelings, of anger, of grief, of compassion, of joy, of hope, of resilience. It is the human story infused with God's mercy. But somehow we're called to do more than just be touched. And I just pray for the wisdom to be a part of the next step. I believe there are deeper questions about what we're called to do. What will our witness be in terms of immigration reform? What will our witness be in terms of honoring the sacredness, the humanness of the stories that were shared with us, but yet also telling them in a way that other people come to know the real injustice and pain and struggle. I pray that as a church, as Hispanic Latino ministries, we will have some kind of mobilized next step.